Hello, welcome. Today we're with Hanna Lane at AWG Bakery. So excited to introduce her to you and her wonderful business. So welcome today, Hanna.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Oh, such a pleasure. So tell our audience, what is AWG Bakery and how it came to be?
So AWG Bakery, we're an organic, gluten-free bread bakery. We make loaves and rounds, which are little pizzas, and then minis. And we started because a few years ago, I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's disease. And with that, I wanted to heal myself naturally. So that meant adopting a gluten-free lifestyle and paleo, and it meant cutting out a lot of foods, which included bread, which nobody wants to do.
Right.
Literally nobody wants to cut out bread. So I cut it out and it was difficult, and I was just like, there's not a good bread out there that fit the dietary restrictions that actually a lot of people have, that I figured out once I started to work on this recipe. So I worked on this recipe for myself for a year and came up with our main recipe, our everyday bread. And I was giving it to my family and people around me, and they're like, this is so good, I can't believe how healthy it is. So I started selling it locally, and then it just started to take off, and I started now for the past a little over a year, we've been shipping, and we have our pickup office here, and we ship nationwide. So all of that came from, a negative part of my life, but after I started making it, I was like, wow, there's such a need for people with dietary restrictions, whether gluten-free, grain-free, paleo, vegan, but that's like truly clean as well. So that's how we started.
That is wonderful. I'm so sorry for the health challenges, but look at all the people that you get to bring joy to their lives now with bread.
Yes.
Yeah, and we first heard about you at Organic Tree Juice Bar in Dana Point. So they, I think they sell and they use your product in their recipes, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
yeah, we sell at a few local places and some in Newport, and then we're at Aaron Market in LA. And so our goal is to get the bread to Whole Foods and nationwide, and we really want to get into some bigger grocers. So that's our goal for this year.
That's awesome. Yeah. And our location where we're at is Laguna Hills. So this is the office, but if somebody wants to buy it, how do they purchase it? Yeah,
so they can purchase online, and you can order for pickup here, or you can just come in, and we do have extras, but it really is made to order, so we suggest to order online. Okay. So you can order for pickup or shipping as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I already know this, but I know our audience doesn't. Do you bake the bread right here in Laguna Hills?
It's not baked here. This is just our pickup and shipping location. Okay. We bake at an offsite location, but it's sold here.
Right. So if you want to get it, you come here after you order it online, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right. And the website is?
awgbakery.com.
awgbakery.com.
Yeah, and we share on our Instagram all sorts of inspiration too for recipes and food photos and everything for to use with the bread, which is, so many people who are gluten-free or have cut bread out, they haven't had bread in so long, and they're like, I can finally have avocado toast again and sandwiches, and so that's a great resource for recipes too.
Fantastic. Yeah. So what is your favorite product yourself?
So my favorite is our everyday bread. It's our original, and that's the most, it works with everything. Okay. But my favorite is our new everything bread. It is like the everything bagel seasoning. So it has garlic and onion and poppy seeds, and it is so good with like some cream cheese. It's delicious.
Yum.
Yeah.
And just for our audience, tell us what other things you offer.
Yeah, so we have our minis. And these are the size of like a little dinner roll, or sliders are delicious.
Oh, nice.
And then we have our rounds. We don't have them here, but I have a photo here. They're little flatbreads like this, and you can make little pizzas and literally anything you want to make with them. And they're a little bit more of a crust consistency.
That's awesome.
And they're the same. They're organic and gluten-free and grain-free and all that.
Okay, and what flavors do you offer?
We have a rosemary, Cinnaspice, which is like a cinnamon with a little bit of spice in there. Our everyday, which is our regular flavor, and then our everything flavor.
Awesome. What a delightful array of delicious bread. So exciting. You're making me hungry. So what do you see in the future? I mean, you talked a little bit about it, but what does the future hold for you?
We definitely want to come out with more products for the grain-free community and the gluten-free community. And honestly, anybody that's looking for a healthy alternative to bread. So it's not just for if but some people just want to eat healthier.
You don't have to be sick to use it.
No, you don't have to be sick. You don't have to have a certain dietary restriction, but it's just a good alternative. So we do want to come out with more products for for anyone that are clean and organic. And but like I said, we really want to get to more accessible for anybody that wants it out there. So just nationwide, more convenient, so it's not just shipping.
And that leads to another question. How long does it last?
It lasts about 2 weeks in the fridge and then 6 months in the freezer. Okay. So if it gets shipped to them, we can, we say order as much as you want, and then you can ship it and freeze it, and it lasts 6 months.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, unless there's anything else that you'd like to share, I think we've kind of covered it all.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks so much for sharing, and thank you guys for watching. You can always catch more great interviews at southcountytoday.com. We're always excited to promote local businesses and bring them to you and make your life a little better from knowing them. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.